We are live. You dig? We live. You know what it is. Coming to you exclusively from the Rocky Strong Broadcasting Network. Another good evening live. Thanks for stopping in, cousins. Thanks for stopping in, cousins. We only got a few minutes. The old lady got off work early today. We've been hanging out. She made dinner and stuff. I ate a little bit of something right before. We ate the smash burger earlier today, man. We stopped by my favorite chicken place. Well, I had chicken tenders yesterday, and they got a smash burger place, man. Or they had a smash burger at the chicken place. So, straight missile, dude. So good. Been raining all day. Been a hell of a storm, I think, down south, man. A lot of people farther south than here, man, definitely got it worse than we did, but it's raining its butt off out there. Cats and dogs. We got out to the church this morning. My son invited me out to the church that he goes to. Daniel Berry, good to see you, man. Thanks for stopping in. We had a great Sunday, man. I hope y'all had a good Sunday as well. It was crazy, man. I went up. I ain't been to church and I can't tell you how long, man. Easter, I guess, was the last time I went up there with my son to his church for Easter. And it's just strange, man. Like, I don't know. I'm not trying to make it about myself or anything like that, but there's been a couple times where I went to church and it just seemed like it was relatable, like super relatable. And usually sermons don't usually involve a whole lot of talk about fasting. And we've been fasting here lately. And the sermon was about prayer and fasting, and worship basically, and prayer and fasting. They're in the Acts part of the Bible. I don't know what you call it, but Vegas, Rick, appreciate you, homie. Yeah, been pouring, man, all day long, man. Crazy. Will, good to see you. And you guys know that a lot of times on here I talk about I'm just hoping that I'm on the path that he wants me to be on, and I'm hoping that he shows me the way and the path, And a lot of the sermon today was about fasting, which we've been doing for like the last 2.5 weeks. We just started fasting. So it was like super relatable to me, and for you to walk into a random sermon like that and have the preacher talking about things that relate to you like closely like that, like I said, man, I always be trying to look at, what's going on in my life, and hopefully I'm on the right path, and a lot of the sermon today was like, just opening your heart up to him, and he'll just show you the way, he'll show you the path that you need to be on. So it was a super relatable sermon, you know what I mean? And I feel like maybe I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, man, you know what I mean? Maybe I'm, yeah. And then just the day that I had after that, man. Just the day I had after that also. It's just hard to explain, man, but I had a really good day, I had a really good day from getting up this morning. I don't usually go to church, but gathering for prayer also is a part of it, man. Worshiping and prayer by yourself is awesome, and doing that by yourself, and he hears you, he's wanting to hear from you, but doing it as a group is also part of it as well, it says it in the book. So I've always kind of shied away from the organized churches, a lot of times you run into a lot of judgmental people and people that don't see the same way you do. And look, I'm one of the last people that you would think would probably be bringing the word to you on a Sunday, just from where I come from and the way I lived my life previous to this, man. I ain't always lived righteously, actions, not distractions. And sure, plenty of people would probably say I'm not living righteous right now, but I'm trying like hell, I'm out here, and I'm putting forth effort, and I'm having conversations with him, when unfortunately most of the time when I'm in desperation like everybody else, that's when I really want to talk to him, or really when I need help is when I want to talk to him, but I need to work on talking to him, just in generality, in normal day everyday things, And shoot, man, I appreciate that, Rick. I guess it's just always you could be doing something. Everybody, like I said, man, everybody's got their own path, and everybody goes their own, does their own thing. And society puts a measuring stick on what's good and what's bad, But at the end of the day, man, the good book tells you how to live your life, and we're all sinners, and that's pretty much the blood of Jesus, is what covers our sins. So we all trying hard, but we can't be perfect like the man himself. So we just trying to be in his glory, trying to be close to what he looks like, maybe, and we fall short, but that's why we're humans, so but it was just a powerful sermon today, man. And then I worked out with my son. Me and him went and hit the weight pile. Right, yeah, exactly. And he wants to hear from you, man, even when you're not in desperation of need or something like that, maybe just during the day, man. And basically they was talking about too, in the fasting, feeling hungry and feeling, like you need that for your life, and you're saying when you're fasting, you're saying I need God more than I need food, is what the pastor was saying today, So I don't know, man, maybe when I get into my fastings and I start feeling hungry, man, maybe that's when I should be praying too, I should be saying to him, man, help me through these hard times where I'm feeling hungry, man, help me make it another hour or two. And usually I try to just stay busy, and I'm not using the fasting correctly, I should use the fasting to speak to him, instead of using it to try to make myself look better or my own personal gain, my own vanity, even though, that's a big motivating factor for me is my vanity and my appearance is a big reason why I started fasting, but maybe that's not why I'm doing it, though, Maybe he's got me on the fasting for a totally different reason than what I think it is. And that's the way it usually goes, man. And I ain't trying to get into like a whole sermon on y'all, man, or nothing, or preach to y'all, tell y'all how to live y'all's life, man, or nothing like that. It's just I don't know, man, it's just a powerful day, man. And I got to hang out with my son a little bit today. Me and him worked out. And then me and him went and did a food review. Well, I did the food review, but me and him went and broke bread together, broke my fast with my son, and I don't know, man. Got a good phone call today from a huge YouTube platform. My homeboy hit me up, was like, "Hey, man, just want to let you know, man, I just seen your video doing your food review, and you did a good fucking job, man. And I tell you, made my day, man. Gym Rat, what's good, dog? Just a really good day, man." That's right, man. That's right. Man plans and God laughs. That's what they say, man. So, just had a really good Sunday, man. We did, man. And, yeah. Thanks to the grace of God, man, I had a really good Sunday, man. And, like I said, man, it's just powerful when when it ain't hard to see the word, you know what I mean? Like, I'll be over here worrying, like, man, I hope I'm on the right path. I hope I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm hoping I'm hearing him telling me what I need to be doing. And bringing the word to y'all, man, probably ain't like, low on the list of things that I should be doing. Even though I say, God willing, and the creek don't rise, I'm going to see y'all tomorrow. That's more like, really, like I said, it's God's allowing me to come out here and work out again tomorrow, man. I'm going to see y'all again. If God allows me to come and do another live, then that's what we're going to do, man. Like I said, I know it's Sunday, man, so we're getting into the religious talk a little bit tonight, man, but it was just a powerful sermon to me, man, and I had a good day, man. So I appreciate everybody that stops in, and everybody seems to like the food reviews, man, which is awesome because I like doing them. We've been kind of like slacking off of them a little bit because I haven't been eating as much, you know, so we were doing a lot of breakfast reviews too, you know, there for a minute, and starting to move on to other stuff. And yeah, man, I like doing the food reviews. I think they're cool, man, and a lot of people have came and said, man, that they like them too. You know, they go out of their way to let me know that they like the food reviews. And that's what it is, man. Like, it might take a while, you know. That's what people said when I first started doing the channel, man, when I was, you know, and a part of that sermon too was saying, like, he didn't say, like, wait around for me to tell you what to do. Like, he didn't say, like, I'm going to tell you what to do and then you should go out and do it. He said, go on out and make other disciples. Get up and run out there and tell everybody about the word, you know. Tell everybody about it, man. Let everybody know about the good news. That the man gave his life for our sins. Tell everybody the good news, you know. He didn't say sit around and wait for me to tell you when to go, you know. He didn't, man. And he said just go on out there and get them, man, you know. And then the fasting and the worshiping and the doing, he gonna show you the way, man, you know. And I said, man, that's a lot of the things that I've been talking about on here, man. It's a lot of the things that they talked about today, which is crazy. Like I said, a random sermon, and it ended up talking about a lot of things that I've been on my mind and have been, you know, plaguing my thoughts, you know. And at the end of the day, man, and it's hard to do. Trust me, it's hard to do. But you got to give it up to the man and let him run it, you know. And you just do your best to maximize all the opportunities he puts in front of you, you know. And that's what it is, man. Thanks, Will. I appreciate that, homie. It's not always like, you know, it's not always like the most healthy meals, you know, by no means. But I am trying to move into different areas. And I've gotten some more recommendations of places to go, you know. Nice, man. Yeah, Rick, absolutely, man. That's part of it, man. Like, we were kind of strapped for cash too there for a while, and I've got a lot of good ideas, man. But oh man, that Costco cauliflower pizza is a smash, dog. Like, and I don't even really like peppers and stuff like that, man. Like, that's the weird thing about that cauliflower pizza. It's a supreme pizza, and it's got all kinds of roasted vegetables on it. I think it's even got like chopped up cucumber and red peppers, yellow peppers, green peppers, onion, and then it's got, you know, sausage, pepperoni, and stuff like that too. And then instead of bread, it's got cauliflower. Well, man, dude, straight missile, dude. I know it. I was surprised myself. I was like, man, I wouldn't even known that it wasn't bread had it not been for, you know, being from Costco and a box saying, hey, it's cauliflower. Yeah, well, that's what it is, man. And like I was telling Rick, man, I just get the stuff however it comes, and if I don't like it, then I don't like it. But if I do, then I do. I even got that one thing. I don't like tomatoes, but we got that one sandwich from was it it might have been the Panera one that had the tomatoes on it. And I'm not a tomato guy, man, but I went ahead and ate it with tomatoes, and I gave my honest opinion of it, you know. I want to try some different places. My son put me on to the Cava place, too. Oh, yeah, man. I know it, dog. I don't like McDonald's either, man. I really don't. That's like Like, McDonald's is my last place I'm gonna stop. You know, that's what I was saying today when I was talking to Jessica. Had said that was one of her favorite places. I was like, man, I really don't care for McDonald's. Like, if it was my money, I'd just go on to Burger King, man. I'd get a Whopper instead of, you know. But that's the thing, though. Burger King does not have no French fries, man. McDonald's got the lock on the French fries. Besides that, though, eh, I really don't like. There's nothing like that. I'm like sitting at home and I'm like, oh, I've been wanting this from McDonald's. I've been thinking about this from McDonald's. Never happens, dude. Ba 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 ba. I don't think I like it. Not as much as you would think. It used to be like the joint too back in the day, man. Like it was somewhere to go, like, you know, that you could actually get a decent tasting burger, and now it's just like, eh. A lot of that has to do with too with the these places all get their food from the same daggone places, you know, all the Cisco's and, you know. Man, I have to tell you, Will, it's probably Nashville hot chicken, man. Oh man, that orange cranberry bread Glamis got me to get, man. It's like a treat though, you know. It's kind of like a pound cake maybe, or like a what's the one with the ring, you know, when they make it in a circle? It's kind of like that kind of taste, like, you know, that kind of consistency of the bread, like super moist, kind of thick bread cake, you know, type gimmick, man. But it had like that real coarse sugar on the top. Ah. It had that coarse sugar on the top of it, man. That thing was a straight missile, dude. I've seen some other stuff at Panera too, but I'm just not a real big Panera person. Like, and like I said, man, I kind of like Chipotle as well. But after that phone message came out with the CEO of Chipotle saying that everybody that eats Chipotle makes $100,000 a year, so we're gonna keep raising the prices because they'll pay it. I mean, paraphrasing, of course, allegedly. Hey, appreciate you, Nelson. Thanks for the support of the channel. Thanks for being a member. Yeah. And the food reviews is something I like doing, you know. That's what I was saying. When I first started the channel, I was like, man, I really don't know what I want to do with it. We're doing this, we're doing that. And like I said, man, I've shot damn near every angle you can, man. I've made hip-hop news. I've done, I mean, look, that's probably a lot of it has to do with why the channel kind of like meanders along, because I've done so many topics on this daggone channel, man. Yeah, I know, man. It's all good, man. Yeah, man, that 9.5 today was probably like the highest score I think I've put out yet, man. That burger was just so good, dude. Like, I've not really had a real smash burger until today. And I know I put Snash, SNASH, as the name on the title of the video, but that's what they call it, dude. I don't know what it is. I don't know why they call it a Snash instead of a Smash. But I even went back. I looked at it. Maybe it was a typo on the menu at that location, maybe, you know. So I went back and checked online to make sure I wasn't just, you know, having a brain fart. It's definitely called a Snash burger, which I have no idea why they made the M and N. But look, it is what it is, boys. Somebody in the comments already got me. It was like, isn't it called a smash, not a snash? I'm like, yeah, but I don't know why. I was trying to like rack my brain up to think of a reason why, like maybe because it's a chicken joint. I speak muy poquito español. Most of the Spanish I know is really, you know, like has to do with working or something like that. You know, like no más trabajo por hoy, and los vámonos for the casa. Or a lot of curse words, you know. And I know how to tell somebody they're a liar if it's a lady or a dude, because a lot of the things are female and male, different, you know, terms, whether it's male or female in Spanish, but oh, maybe, yeah. Snashville, Snashville. Yeah, no shit, dog. Yeah, that makes sense, homie. I'm fucking slow, man. What can I say? I ain't the quickest on the come up sometimes. I couldn't figure it out my damn self, man. Hell yeah, because it's a Nashville hot chicken place, yep. Fucking says Nash right there, like Nashville. Yeah, okay. We're smart now. We're hip. Oh, man. I didn't even think about it, but next time I get one, I'm going to tell them throw some of that medium spice on there. I'm going to tell them throw some of that chicken spice underneath that bad boy one time, too, before you close her up. Oh, man, I bet you that'll be a missile, dude. I got a thing of Nashville hot chicken seasoning in the cabinets, like it's big, and I got about half of it ate. I'll throw that shit on everything, dog. See, I don't think they can, though. They might have put a trademark on, I don't know. I don't know how they would trademark that, though. Because they sell them things everywhere, man. They sell them things everywhere. Yeah, I know, dog. Slow on the come up, man. Look, it ain't my fault. I was born like that. You know what I mean? It ain't my fault. Yay. The old lady made some dinner tonight, but I'm just so damn particular about how I make my stuff, man, that, you know, it drives her nuts. She can't barely make nothing for me that I'll eat. Drives her crazy, you know. I just can't eat stuff like white people eat it, man. I gotta have some seasoning on that shit, man. I gotta have some flavor put to it, you know. Like, when I cook meat or, I mean, damn near anything. If I'm throwing it in the pan, I'm gonna cook that jewel till it's got some color on it, you know, got some brown on it, or you know, some real sear to it, you know. I can't eat stuff without it. I don't know. I just, when it's bland like that, it reminds me of a tray, man, and I can't do it. Oh man. Yeah, the thing with reaction videos and watching other videos and doing reactions and stuff like that is you're using other people's content, man, and then you get into like a super precarious position, man. A lot of people say, Rocky, man, you know, you're not very controversial, man. You don't really get out there and give your opinions on a lot of things, man, that really give people going. That's probably why you ain't got your channel popping like talk about. Man, you don't get out here and rant and rave about this, that, and the third, man. And reactions videos is another real easy way to do it. There's certain things on YouTube, man, that'll get your channel demonetized. Super easy, man. Super easy. And reaction videos is one of them. Like, you can do all kinds of reactions if you want to, and it'll garner a community that you could, you know, maybe switch it up on them at some point and then monetize it, but... And not that that's what it's all about. Y'all know me, man. I want people just to watch the content, man. But I do want to try and get something out of it as well. You know, I want to get some profit for my art that I am making. And I know it doesn't seem, you know, we're always trying to figure something out, man. So I know some of the ones where the months where we was out here in the shack, we wasn't doing no workouts on the videos or nothing. We was just out here in the shack hanging out with people, and then coming up with topics to talk about, stuff like that. But we've done told stories, we've done looked up stuff and investigated things and made stories and did stories on the weight pile. We've done them in here. We've made video. Look, man, I've tried everything, man. And sometimes it just takes a while to figure out what we want to do and how we're going to do it, you know. And reaction videos is just one of those things where it's a super slippery, like precarious place to be, because you're using other people's content and then you're making a reaction to it, which you're allowed to do. But in certain ways, like if you don't change it enough, also they'll start, you know, it's just reaction videos are hard to do if you don't do them exactly the way that the letter of the law to the guidelines. That's what I said. The Sonic burger ain't really the same. It's really good. The Sonic Smash burger is tasty. And then, like, as far as like fast food burgers go, I would say it's one of the, like, you know, one of my favorite ones. As far as like, you know, like a McDonald's, a Burger King, something like that, I would say the Sonic Smash burger is one of the better ones. But the thing is, it's just not like a real smash burger. The one today was like a real smash burger you would get like you see on TV, you know, like they had smashed it all the way to, I mean, to the surface, kid. Like, bang, she gave it hell. And man, it was like all flavor. Flavor country, baby. There was nowhere for it to hide. There was nowhere for the flavor to hide. And I just told you, that's the way I like it. I like it when it's like got some color put to it, you know, really seared. So that's right up my alley, man. Right, you have to do it by the letter of the guidelines. I don't think so, Will. Like, I never set out to be like, I never really said it. It's more like a real life stream, you know, really. That's what it started out to being, was I was just taking everybody everywhere I went, you know. We'd go in the stores and everything. And then I would investigate stories and tell them on here, just like I was talking to my buddy or whatever, you know. And the fitness stuff really just came along as like, oh, that's what I'm doing all the time, you know. Like most of the time I'll be talking about, I'm like, I'm getting ready to head to the gym, fellas. Like, you know, or I'd be like, I'm coming from the gym. I'm getting ready to go get ready for the gym, you know. So like, it wasn't like people asked me what I was doing, but I started making the no days off thing. I did the hashtag no days off. I said, man, I'm gonna start going every day. So then I started just documenting that we were going every day, basically by doing community posts, and then people started asking me what I do when I'm in there. So then I started doing some shorts on, you know, the push-up routines and stuff like that, which led me into doing it in the gym and stuff. But I don't know, I don't like to impose too far into the gym with the camera and make other people feel like I'm trying to get them in the, you know, even though the camera is never going to get somebody else in the stream, because I'm super careful with it, but it still makes people uncomfortable no matter what you're doing, you know what I mean? But I never really did think of myself as a fitness streamer. I really didn't. I really more just so documenting. I really don't suggest anybody do what I do, really, to be honest with you. I'm not like no expert or nothing. I've read a lot of things, and I've been around a lot of other people and worked out with other people that claim to know what they were doing, but that doesn't make me no expert, you know? Daggone. Yeah, I know it, man. That Whitaker thing too, dude. That has turned into a wild story, man. Over the over the years here, man. And it never seems to stop up there, man. There never seems to be a shortage of people on YouTube that are willing to try to go up there and find them, and then somehow either interject them into their lives, start some kind of GoFundMe or something, man. It's insane. I know the law's been involved here recently too. I don't know what came of all that, but a couple months back there was some new dudes that had went up there, and I don't know what came of that. I haven't been following it as of late. I was there for a while, but like I said, it seems like there's no shortage of people that want to run up there and try to make a video. But when Rick and Weavy went up there, it was a little bit different, man. They didn't run and drop the video immediately. Matter of fact, it took forever to get them to give us the video. And that was after like him and hawing back and forth whether they was going to drop the video at all. They were trying to get somebody to help build the deck and stuff for them, but look, man, not everything works out, and life takes everybody a different way. But like I said, a lot of different people have interjected themselves into that deal and found out that it ain't like, you know, all fucking unicorns and rainbows. Thanks, Will. I appreciate that. That's what I've said a lot on here too, man, as far as like working out goes, man. I think like what's most likely to work for somebody is what somebody likes to do. You do have to do some things that you don't like to do. That's just the nature of the beast. There's a lot of exercises that I do that I don't like doing, unfortunately, but I do them anyway because I know that they're doing something, they're working. And so you have to do something. You have to be uncomfortable, but at the same time, you have to do things that you like doing because that's something that you can sustain. Something that you're like every day, you're like, man, this sucks. Then you're going to be like, fuck it, I'm staying home. Talk yourself right on out of it. Well, I hope everybody's had a good Sunday. Oh, it definitely does mess with the having too many things going on your channel. It makes it more, it makes it harder for them to figure out where to put you. But, like I said, that's what messes it up, dog, is that y'all really fuck with the kid, man. And all these big YouTube platforms that be sharing the kid out, that got, thousands and thousands of subscribers, they can't be wrong, homie. They can't be wrong. They're on here doing shit, and they're seeing me like, oh, this kid's alright, man. Let me share it out, man. I enjoyed this video. Let me share it out. And I mean, that's not like just Rick shared it out twice today on a huge platform that he has, but YouTube Streets has shared it out. Whether you like him or not, New York shares me out. And that dude has like thousands of subscribers too. Vegas has like, I'm probably the biggest platform, if not YouTube Streets. Maybe, I'm not sure like who has the bigger sub count right now, but it's probably close. YouTube Streets been killing it, man, on that true crime stuff. And they still dabbling back into the YouTube community stuff. Little Smuggy, good to see you, man. Thanks again for that fucking song, bro. I used it again today, brother. Awesome. I can't thank you enough for doing that. That song's like the damn rock. That's the Rocky Strong theme song, son, for real. Man. Damn, you ever had a really good day and then start worrying like what the hell's gonna happen? Andrea Daniel. Appreciate you. Thank you for stopping in. Man, I forgot to put on the thing, too. She said, I'm back. I thought I'd seen you in here before. I thought I recalled the name, but I forgot to put on the post about, fasting yesterday. I did have 2 Valentine Day little drinks last night. Probably like 2 ounces of tequila and a little bit of margarita mix. I guess that's kind of a sweet and calories. I don't know. It was probably like 8, 9 o'clock last night when I drank them. I forgot all about it till just now. I forgot to put that on the fasting schedule thing. But oh man. Shoot, boys. I don't know what else we got to talk about. I know they said they found them gloves for the Guthrie case. The nappers. They're still hot on the trail in the napper. And the gloves they found are supposedly definitely attached to the case. So I would assume they probably pulling DNA from them. And then, not necessarily, it may not be in the database if they never did a crime before, a felony crime anyway. They might not be in the database. They just assume that once they get the DNA, they'll know who it is, but that might not be true. They might have to try to match it after the fact, But then a lot of times with all these new 21andMe and all that, or whatever it is, they run them genealogical things, man, and find somebody that's related to the napper, maybe. But they're still working on it, man. They still trying. They said that they had some kind of helicopter thing. Yeah, 23andMe, yeah. They had some kind of helicopter thing that somehow sniff detected. I don't know. I'm not sure exactly. But, kind of like how they got the dogs that find unalive people, They have like a helicopter that they were flying over that had some kind of like, I guess, electronic kind of sniffer thing that was looking for, I don't want to say that, but you know what I mean? But I think that's what it looks for. I think it looks for unalive. Oh, damn, dog. I wish I was 43 again, homie. We'll be 43 again, homie. Yeah. Sparking. Ain't you been in here before, homie? I believe you have. I'm not positive of that, but I think it was like a couple days ago. Nice, man. I appreciate you, homie. Yeah, I know I'm old though, but for real. I don't remember all of them. You know what I'm saying? I don't remember every year, but I do remember a fucking pile of them. So I know I'm old. Oh, man. A few of them years are a blur, dog. A few of them years are a blur, big dog, but hopefully I'm back on track, man. We've been on this track for a good while now, longer than I can count. I think I got myself put back on the good foot, man. It appears so anyway. It appears so anyway. We still got a ways to go, but we still got a ways to go, though. I don't know, Will. I don't know if we can take your word for anything anymore, dog. We was talking big shit the other morning, man. Then we got write retractions all night tonight. I'm just playing. I gotta do retraction video after retraction video. Every time we do a live, I gotta do a community post. Well, correction to the live. As a matter of fact, I'm about as good as any newspaper you watch, I reckon, or any newspaper you watch. Chop, 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 chop. Get your 60% of news here only. We got the scoop. Oh, right on. Yeah, that would make sense though. You would assume that's how they figured out that they know that it's from the scene. Because they definitely said that the glove that they found is connected to the scene for sure. What's up, cuz? What's happening? That's probably how they figured it out. Yeah, what had happened was just two things happened at the same time. That's how it fucked you up, man. You didn't know what you assumed that it was about the same shit. I can see how that would happen though. They did send the rocket up though. Like remember I was saying I got confused because they were doing a live. I thought they were shooting the Artemis 2 off, but they weren't. They were sending somebody else up to the International Space Station. I just seen the docking video today. They were docking. I don't even know how they do that, man. Like, you would assume that would be some kind of crazy thing, because they were talking about how, like, the refueling in space is going to be crazy, even though they do it with planes and stuff that they've never done in space, and it seems like it's going to be some kind of, like, new crazy technology they're going to have to refuel the rockets in space, you know? Like, it's not going to be as simple as it might sound. It's probably because of the type of fuels and stuff they're using, but you would assume taking two vehicles and putting them together like that would also be like a pretty damn wild thing without messing it up. Because if there was any type of leak or anything, that should, I don't know. You wouldn't think that would be good though. You know what I mean? And they always breaking the toilet. How come they always break the toilet? That's so fucking, that's the weirdest thing, ain't it? Like, for some reason the toilet's always broke. They said that's one of the things, that's one of the main checklist things when they're going to do the orbit. They check a lot of the, I know we're getting back into a lot of the moon talk again tonight, man, but I don't know. I've done gotten so wrapped up in it, man. I watched so much stuff about it, but they were saying like when they're orbiting, because they're going to, when they did the unmanned one, they didn't really do like a whole bunch of stuff. They put it up in orbit. It went around the Earth, went around the moon, and then came back. Well, it went all the way around the moon and then came back. They're going to send up the astronauts this time, and they're going to go around the around the toilet. They're going to go around the moon and come back. Well, they said when they get up there, they're going to orbit the Earth for one whole day. You know, they're going to be up there checking all the systems, making sure everything's working while they're in Earth's orbit, and then kick rocks out towards the moon. They're going to go around at 180, bang, bang, and come right back, make a horseshoe, you know. They're going to be going 10 days. Well, while they're circling, dude said they're going to be checking all the systems. He said, in the toilet, making sure the toilet works. It's like, what? Like I told y'all, man, something really did happen with the space station when they wouldn't come get that one lady, and they drilled a hole in the toilet. And then she tried drilling a hole in the other side's toilet, and they was like, oh, hell no, and they kicked her out. Yeah, they were like, nah, you ain't allowed over here no more. You messing around trying to sabotage. Sabotage, eh? Oh, man. All right, boys, look. I don't know why. I don't know why. It's so crazy. You would think they would get that figured out. Like it happens almost every time. And then they're wondering how they're going to figure that out, you know? Huh. It's gonna be awesome though. It is. Everybody's gonna be like, "Oh my God, we went to the moon again," and they're like, "Yep." And we're gonna set up a base. That's what um the SpaceX shuttle thing, man. It looks crazy, man. It's supposed to take all kinds of stuff up there. Yeah, they need to. Yep, that's exactly what I was thinking too. Will, that's exactly what I was thinking too, man. I was thinking about that dang Big Bang Theory. Remember the I forget what he called it. I forget what he called the toilet system. We had to figure out how to fix it on the Earth so they could fix it in the on the space station or whatever. But that was like a thing on there too. Yeah, it's like it happens all the time. It's like a normal thing. But look, man, I gotta get up out of here, y'all. I'm gonna go back in here and hang out with the old lady a little bit before I gotta get up and start the week off again. We'll have to kick this Monday morning right in the head. You heard me? All right, y'all. Be good to yourself. Oh, and it was Sunday, and we didn't really take off today. Like usually today we eat something. You know, we eat some sweets and stuff. You know, we take a cheat day or whatever. We ain't even cheat today, so we're in good shape. Looking going into the week. Still weighing 199. Last week we were like 199, and then what was it? Super Bowl Sunday. I ate a bunch of different stuff, and we got up like what was it? Like 202 or something like that, and then we had to get back down to 199. Well, I'm 199 starting the week off, so we ain't even gotta get back down. Yeah, looking like we're in good shape this week. Trying to stay away from the sweets, but the old lady did get me Valentine's Day candies. Every time she sees like those Dubai candies, she gets them for me now because she knows I like them ones. These are like a white chocolate with the same pistachio, kanafi part in the middle. It's basically like crispy kinda. Tasha, thanks. Appreciate you for stopping by. Thanks for listening. Absolutely. Working on some clay. Nice, nice. Pumpkin roses. Appreciate you. We about to go inside. Everybody's stopping by right here at the end of the show. But yeah. So I've been trying to stay, you know, pretty strict with the fasting thing, man. No sugars and all that crap, man. And it's been working pretty decent. I've slipped up a little bit. I've not been perfect. I've tried to make sure I put it on the post when I do the post, you know, and I'll tell y'all what I'm doing. I try to remind y'all that I slipped up too, you know, just in case if you're struggling with fasting or something slipped up, maybe you can like commiserate with me, you know. Anyhow, I'm out of here. Till next time, be good to yourself. Don't be so hard on yourself like I am all the time. And tell your loved ones that you love them, because they be forgetting. And it's a cold world out here. Raining. But it's a cold world out here, and you never know what might happen. So you want your peoples to know how you feel about them. Till next time, God willing, and the creek don't rise, you know what it is. Oh, be nice to the people that's around you too. Be nice to the people that's around you. It'll be easier to be nice to them if you're nice to yourself. Bye.